Okay guys, this is my docking from the MUN tutorial. I'll try and keep it quick. So right click on your, can I not right click yet? Right click on your Clampertron, change the docking force down to 10%, or you can leave it at 100. I like to change it down to 10. Do control from here. So that's us ready to go. The other half, and this is the only time we can look at the map, is the map view. So we just want to right click, go set target. This is obviously the mothership we're going to dock with, and he needs to be about here, so we need to time warp a little bit. I hate it when he comes flying out of here too fast, but there you go. A little bit more, and about there is good. Stop. Now we want to take off quick before he does anything. So we'll start that stage. Off we go. Now he's orbiting around the opposite way to normal, so normally you'd go to 90, but in this case we're doing 270. And 45 degrees up, I like. And burn like hell until you get your AP up to his height, which is 27,000 or about 28,000, something like that. So we'll burn for a bit. 5, 6, and a little bit extra. Really like that in Kerbal too, how you can just push your throttle up a little bit. So there he is. Here's us. If we swap to target mode, you can see here's the target retrograde, and here's our retrograde to target. So that's where he is, and that's where we're going. So it's pretty close, but it's going to miss. So what we do when we burn, we push this retrograde marker away from us. So we want to be like in a line from the center of that one, it always changes to orbit, from the center of that one through the center of this one to us. And we don't really want to change our, we do want to change our speed quite a bit. So we'll get close. If you get further away like this, that will push it away faster, and it'll change your speed relative to target less. But you can see we don't have lots of fuel to spare in this one, so we don't want to waste too much. So we can actually just sort of coast up a little bit here and let that get a little bit further away. So let's just time warp a bit here until he's maybe 15 kilometers away. That'll do. So now that's a bit further away, so if we give a little boost of throttle here, and you see this pushes that, and we sort of want to herd the green marker, the retrograde marker, onto the, we can get closer, onto the target, white target one. So it's about there, it's all just sort of eyeball it. A little push, if you can get it exactly in the middle, that's good. So there we go, 10 kilometers out, 40 meters per second. We can time warp a bit there and let him get maybe 5 kilometers out. 4, that'll do. Even that's probably a bit far, that's going to be slow. But again, we've got a fair bit of extra delta V. I do want to push that back. I don't want to slow down too much just yet. So we'll go from a bit further away. Just keep pushing that back onto the target. So it needs a little push from over here now. 3.2 kilometers out. Still not quite exactly right, but you know, we can be a bit too perfectionists. So let's time warp up to 2 now. Okay, it's pushed off a little bit again. 27. 27's still pretty slow for 2. We could even do 40 at 2, but better to have him come in slow than too quickly. So if he's right on, you can always just hit retrograde there, so then you're slowing your speed without changing the direction of the target. But at the moment, we're pretty good there. Let's just get that down to 1, a little bit of a time warp. Slow that down to 15, say. So it's still closing pretty fast. Maybe at 5 we can slow it down to 10. Okay, coming in well. So now we can swap over to the target quickly and just go SAS prograde. bring him around so the docking port's facing us. Doesn't really need to be prograde, but that does make it handy, so why not? Swap back to us, and what we can do here now is slow down a bit more, down to 5, even 4. We can always time warp, so let's even go 2.8 and time warp. And now what we want to do is go to padlock so we don't flip around, and change this to orbit and go retrograde, so we do want to flip around. So that just lines up us up with him, and then we'll go to padlock so we don't flip around when we change back to target. And so you see now our retrograde and our target marker are almost on top of each other. So now we can swap over to RCS, and we use IJKNL. Now I don't trust my ship's location, so I just give them a little tap just to see where each one's going. And if you look back down at the nav ball now, all you want is to move with your RCS. Little taps, we're hardly using any fuel, just to get your prograde marker on top of the target prograde marker, and then that's it. So let's time warp down to 100 meters, and we'll stop 70 meters. So they've drifted a little bit, so we can, as they get closer, it'll drift faster. And you can also use H and N. N slows the target down, so that's coming in a little fast, but you see it's also moving away. So N, and then we want the IJKNL to bring the prograde marker back, and then another bit more N down to 0.3. That's good docking speed. But now this becomes super sensitive, so just do the best you can to get them on top of each other. But this will be fine, I'm sure. 38 meters. Be nice to change these down to slower, but now we can time warp that again down to maybe 10 meters. Let's go stop the time warp at 15. And they've drifted again, so again IJKNL to so tappy we get them right. And we see that this is almost on top of each other. There we go. Another little 2 times time warp, just to bring them closer together. That's drifted. Why is that drifted? Let's get it down to almost 5 meters. Turn time warp off. That's weird. They drift when turn time warp on. It doesn't really matter. They're so close. We're not facing prograde. That's no good, actually. Let's stop our distance. What's going on there? So RCS off. Orbit. Prograde. Oops, sorry, retrograde. That's way off, isn't it? Don't know what happened there. Padlock again. Target. Target's way off, so what we want to do is RCS and little taps, bring the prograde marker back round in front of the ship. Little taps the other way to stop that, and now we can go 1N, oops sorry, 1H we need. We want to bring another H and get those two together, and boom, there we go. So that's my docking tutorial. I hope that made things easier for you. Alright, take care.